how to use command blocks updated. So this is part 1, I'm just going to go over some of these basic ones, but before I get into it, I never usually say something at the beginning of the video, but do not click off this video, this is important, okay? So number 1, I've been doing lots of tutorials recently, and I'm going to continue to do so. Because I'm back at school, I just started back a couple of days ago, and it takes me time and effort to edit videos, and it takes me less time and less effort to edit tutorials, and I probably kind of enjoy editing them and making them slightly more. So if you're going to be seeing more of those, and the best way to be able to see more is to suggest them in the comments below. But, second thing is, this is just a tutorial where I'm trying to go over some stuff. If you want to have a private tutorial, there's a link at the top of the description, takes you to a Fiverr page. Basically, for a very low price plus VAT, you'll get 1 hour, which I'm even chuck another hour on top for free, just because I really appreciate it. Where you're on a call, on a world, just with me, one-on-one session. I show you how to make commands. I show you how to what I want to show you how to do is make them so you can make them on your own without me having to watch tutorials, which is what I've kind of got to be able to now. That was made on my own. That was a massive project, which probably won't be coming out in a video because it's horrible to do the tutorial on. It's very hard. But anyway, so this is part 1. I'm going to be going just over the absolute basics in this part about how command blocks function and kind of what they are, really. So, number 1. The 3 types of command block. You have impulse command block. You can change the block type here. It's impulse command block, chain command block, the turquoisey one, and repeat command block. Now these all do different things. So the impulse command block, which is the first one I'm going to go over, just activates once on a redstone pulse. So if you flick with a lever, it will just activate once and then turn off again. And unconditional needs redstone basically don't matter on impulse, as far as I'm aware. The delay ticks on everything means that how long it'll wait until it happens. Execute first tick means when you press it, it'll happen, and then wait before happening again or whatever. Delay that off, you press it, and if you had a delay ticks for 100, it'll wait 100 ticks before doing it. 20 ticks is a second. So delay ticks are 20, it'll wait 1 second before doing it. 200, 10 seconds. 2000, 100 seconds. Nearly 2 minutes. That's the way that works. This one, chain. So chain activates after different commands activated. So it would go behind one of these ones. I know how these arrow things must be pointed the same way, so backwards. And what it would do is when this one's activated, depending on some conditions, hence conditional there, which I'll explain after, the chain command will also activate, allowing you to activate multiple things basically at once. Now then, on this one, I'm not sure whether always active matters. I don't really think it does very much. But conditional, this is where it matters. So if chain is unconditional, as long as this command gets a power, even if the command doesn't actually execute properly, this will still trigger. So say I was clearing my inventory of stone. Basically, even if I didn't have stone, this will still activate trying to, which if this was on unconditional, it would then trigger this. However, if this is set to conditional, which it is, if it tries to clear my inventory of stone and there is no stone to clear, then this won't trigger until some stone is cleared, basically. If you understand that. If you don't, again, let me know in the comments, and you might want to do a private tutorial. I'm not a sellout. All of this goes towards me trying to get a new mic and things like that. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, last one's repeat. I'm not sure unconditional matters on this. Needs redstone does. And what repeat does is it just repeats, basically. It's that simple. There is no more explaining to be had. It just repeats whatever it's doing. So say, for example, if someone needs redstone, it will only repeat if there is a lever. What is the command? Nothing. It'll only repeat if the lever is activating. So now it's repeating its command, which is nothing. If there isn't a lever, and it's on needs redstone, it won't activate it. However, it's always active, it will constantly be active, which I don't want to do because otherwise it'll lag out my game slightly with how many commands I have. And then the delay and ticks matters here. Basically, if you do with the delay and ticks 20, it'll happen every second, basically. I hope that cleared up these kind of the 3 types of command blocks. I'm really struggling to find my words today. I'm not very smart. Anyway, now I'm going to a couple commands that I've decided are quite important here. Then I'm going to show you just one sort of thing you can do, because it's no good me teaching you these commands. This command does this command does this, without you knowing, oh, so if I put this and then make this happen, something cool happen, basically. So anyway, the first one is give. I love the give command. It gives a player an item. So the way the give command works is you give By the way, if you're typing the commands in chat, you need to put a slash before them, otherwise it won't work. But on the command block, you don't. You can just type them in. So give, and then the player you want to give it to. So I'm actually going to do this in chat just so you can see properly. So give, and then these are target. So you can target a certain player by just typing in their name. You can target at A, so give at A like that, which is all players. At E, all entities. At P, closest player. At R, a random player. And at S, yourself. At S doesn't work in command blocks usually because a command block can't give an item to itself. It needs a target to execute it on or whatever. So, give P, and then the item you want to give them. So I've done totem, which is a totem of undying. Then the amount you want to give them, then the data value. The data value usually doesn't mean anything. Sometimes does. It depends. Basically, the data value will change. If you want to give a player a certain coloured wool, the data value will change the colour of it, basically, things like that. That's something I won't really get into. However, over here, for wool, this is the data value. This is a different data value. I just want to screenshot that. So, if you want to screenshot that, that's the data value you need for each colour of wool, basically. I've figured that out, and it works. Anyway, after that super quick detour, let's go on to the second one, game mode. So the slash game mode command is probably the one I use the most, to be honest. All it does is change someone's game mode. So game mode, and then the game mode, so you can type in adventure, or you can just type in A for adventure, C for creative, S for survival, or D for default game mode, and your default game mode is what you'll see in settings. And then you type the player, so slash game modes, let's do C, and then the target, so again, at A, all players, at E, all entities, this is the same for everything. At P, closest player, at R, random player, and S yourself. No, with things like give and game mode, that won't actually affect mobs or items or things like that, which are classified as entities. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain what entity is. An entity is like anything from a minecart to a zombie to a item on the floor, anything like that. A block is not an entity, though. A place block is not an entity, usually. And it's just like a minecart. Or boat. I'm kind of confused myself. Oh, well. And then that's pretty much it. This one, just say. So obviously you'll do slash say and then the message. And it wouldn't say it's just word saying the message. It would say a command block, which is an exclamation mark. Oh, I forgot to say here, you can change it. So if I do it like this, and let's actually activate this one, it's going to say hi. Alright? And with an exclamation mark in front, and that's what the command block's called. But if I call the command block that and then activate it, that is going to say hi, as you can see. So that's the name of the command block, and that's what you see in chat, etc., etc. Oh, another useful command is game rule command block output. If it says default, you basically never want to set this to true because it just spam the world and it's extremely annoying. So you always want to set it to false. Anyway, the next one, title command. So you do slash title, and then whoever you want to execute it, let's do at A, and then title or subtitle or action bar, or don't know what times does. I don't know what that does, but the main three is title. It will appear on the middle of your screen, as you can see. Title, a subtitle. It will appear at the bottom of the screen, or that won't work because wait. Title at a subtitle. That doesn't actually work because you're gonna have a title if you have a subtitle. Title, a action bar. You see that happens in an action bar at the bottom. Those three I know. It lets you say messages which they're more likely to receive, basically. Another useful command, toggle down full, gets rid of the rain. Or starts the rain. Next one is fill. Now then, this command is one of the most helpful because it lets you make a chain, activate a different chain, things like that. There's set block, which is a similar thing. Fill is better though. It's a bit slower, but it's better usually. So fill, then the coordinate you want to fill from, so a coordinate, to the coordinate you want to fill to, and then the block you want to fill it with. That's simple. There are more complicated things that I'll go in to more detail on in another video. Planks. And then you can type in 0, doesn't do anything. And then you can destroy, hollow, keep, outline, replace. Outline does the outline of it, I believe. Replaces a block with planks. Hollow will fill there with planks, but be hollow. Destroy will destroy anything already in that area, I believe. I'm not sure what keep does, or outline, as I said. That's just a helpful little thing, and it lets you fill plots with redstone block to activate different commands, basically. Penultimate one. Penultimate means second for last. If you want a tutorial on English. TP, and then the TP commands. You use slash TP, then whoever you want to TP. So you can TP, you can do one slash, but you want to do TP, then whoever you want to teleport. So let's do A, and then the coordinates. Let's do 0, 50, 0. I'm I would be teleported to 0, but I typed it wrong. So you teleport to a corner anyway. It's useful for teleporting players. Last one I'm going to do, tag. Tag is one of the most helpful commands. If you're creating team games or whatever, you need tag. What does this differentiate players? So they will not know, but if you tag someone with something, right, then you can differentiate them. Because what I can do is I can do title at A, and I can do a bracket and do tag equals, and then a tag. And then let's do, I don't know, T, I don't have that tag, but there we go. Title. And then it would only execute at people with that tag. You can give items to only people with a certain tag, things like that, which is super, super helpful when you're playing team games and things like that. Anyway, this is the last bit. I've gone super quick on this, I hope it's okay. Part 2, I'll get more complicated, show you more how to kind of work out how to build things like I've done over there, which is mainly trial and error. But anyway, things you can do, things like you can tag someone with a thing, or certain amount of people, tag at P, tag at R, things like that. And then you can teleport them or give them something, or give basically only that person something, and then tell them they got that tag, or you're on team 1 or whatever, because tag T1 stands for team 1 usually. But yeah, well then, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video and want to see part 2, leave a like down below, and comment any other videos you'd like to see, any other tutorials or anything like that. Also subscribe for more tutorials, more gameplay, things like that. As I said at the beginning, if you want to have a private tutorial, there's a Fiverr link at the top of the description. I really appreciate that. Support the channel, get me towards a new mic, which will make everything so much easier and sound better. And yeah, just check all the links in the description. There's Discord server, Instagram, things like that. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you in a couple of days with another video. Peace.